Thanks to everyone who have subscribed. If you have not, please do. And thanks for coming out here. I really appreciate you. The war has started. Nigerians react to Governor Ganduje versus Governor El-Rufai. Now, the North is boiling because of their failed government over the years. You know, they've been using Amajeris for election, where we've seen videos of these children using their thumbprint to, just thumbprint election polls, which give them high scores and make them feel like, I'm talking about minors. So remember, Goodluck Jonathan also tried to establish schools in the north for their margeries, and the northern governors frustrated him and laughed it off. Now there is war between governors. Let's go to the news and get the details. Right now, there is so much tension in the air between the recent war of words between Governor of Kano State, Malam El-Rufai, and his Kano counterpart, Ganduje. This development has just made many Nigerians feel there is a bitter war going on between the two northern APC governors that cannot meet eye to eye. Apparently, Governor Ganduje on Sunday broke his silence and lambasted the Kaduna State Governor El-Rufai. He urged El-Rufai to stop making nonsense and consign politicized Amajiri evacuation to his state, who tested positive for coronavirus. El-Rufai has earlier blasted the large number of COVID-19 cases in the state of Kano on the Amajiri recent deployments to the south and to Kaduna. However, Nigerians took to Twitter to express their concerns over the two governors. Some feel a war has started between them. A lawyer also wrote, the war has just started in the north. Well, the noise is continuing. Many commentators, one David said, the northern leaders have failed, period, and they should hide their faces in shame rather than coming up to make it feel like they have not done anything. They have failed utterly. Another one says, both should be ashamed, both El-Rufai and Ganduje, both of them are one of the strong northern leaders. They have not even upholded their state. The social distancing, disregard for law, and the spread of Amajiris all around Nigeria is an indication that they have not kept their side of the bargain and they have not looked after their state. They make these children orphans. They put them all over the place just for their selfish purpose. It's clear and very visible that they are not to be trusted. They are just there for their own pockets and for their own gains. They don't truly love the northerners, because if they do, they will make these children go to school. Are their children out of school? A question to ask and an investigation to be looked at. Are their children out of school is the question. Yet, they put other people's children out of school. It's wrong, and they should hide their faces because they have failed Nigerians utterly. Both of them are not good leaders. Both of them are wicked northern leaders. Although the war of words has started, they should look after themselves. They should look after the northerners, and they should stop making Nigerians look like they are fools, because we know that the north is about themselves, selfish individuals. Well, my people, you don't hear and finish. Ganduje and El-Rufai has taken to war of words. El-Rufai feels Ganduje states, how come there is so many Amajiris being deployed to other places of the nations? Why, El-Rufai, both of them has been on and off. Both of them have been on and on. El-Rufai is the governor of Kaduna State. Yes, El-Rufai has children, and I want to believe that all his children are in school. Yes. Now, Ganduje on the other side, the governor of Kano State, also have children, and his children are in school. So why do you keep on treating other people's children like they are not humans? You let them walk along the street and just parabolate, begging for food. Yes, you are governors, and you come to the You have your senatorial meetings, you go for House of Representative meetings, and you go for governorship meetings. You don't look for how education can become a priority to these people. It's not your concern. All you guys are concerned about is how to rule, rule, rule. If your ruling is effective, all well and good. Your ruling is not even effective because the people you are ruling, you have not even shown good governance. How come these children are all still roaming around the streets? How come there is no guidance? How come they are not going to school? But your children are in school. In fact, I feel the Northerners, I don't understand what they have done to them if they've been bewitched or I don't understand it. Honestly, I'm still trying to put my head around it. Your children are not going to school. These people are there telling you that, yes, come to the mosque or do this, do that. And their own children are not just even schooling in Nigeria, they are out of the country. Can you relate that? Can you put it together? Their own children are not even in Nigeria. They are out of the country. Some their children are out of this country, getting good education. Their daughters are marrying well, but you go ahead, allow child marriage. You allow these children to go about with plates, begging for food. A man that is begging for food, is that man confident? You don't know people can do anything just to get a source of livelihood. Is that how you want them to live? Well, it calls for questioning and concern to the people of the North because they have not looked after these children and they have really done bad by them. They've been very wicked and callous, if you ask me, if I must say, to these people. They've not supported them in any way, form, or kind. I'm not talking about giving them any other thing, just school. School, first of all. School, school, school. Just build schools. Okay, you did not build the schools. Goodluck Jonathan, just before he handed over to Buhari, it was a project for him to build schools and even boarding houses for the Amajeris. Guess what? You laughed him off and you frustrated the project. Now you guys are fighting war of words. What war of words? What are you fighting about, really and truly? What are you guys really fighting about? Because it's apparent like you don't care about the people. You use them. So, for instance, there is no like a general election to 2023. So we have barely 3 years to go. So our Nigerians are not needed. And there's COVID-19. We know that they are spreading it because they go from place to place begging for food. Don't forget that some of these children are abused. Some of them get the worst harsh weather condition. They grow up without love. So they don't understand how to show love. They don't understand what it means for somebody to be really, to beg, to be sober, to cry, to be repentant, if you get what I mean. They don't understand it. They never grew up like that. No, they never grew up like that. You understand? So this is what they are doing. You're not giving, because if somebody keeps depending on you, you can even use that as a tool, as a weapon to twist them around. They're not giving these people opportunities to live a fair. I mean, we are in the 21st century. How can they have a fair share of life? How can they truly and really be able to decide and be able to pick the right choices for themselves if they are being conditioned? That they will not get the next meal if they don't behave in a certain way. So you can understand why the Northerners, why most of the children behave the way they do. Not just the children, why most of even the adults, why you see religious fights and the rest. Because they are superior. Those that give them their daily bread have said, if you don't comply, we're going to do this to you. That's exactly what is happening. If you don't comply, if you say something, I will deal with you. That's exactly what is happening. That's exactly what is happening. If you don't comply, I will not give it to you, or I will do this, I will do that. If you don't comply, that's the way they have been treating them. It's been manipulation, if you ask me. It's a big time manipulation. Big time manipulation, guys. Big time manipulation. So they don't want these people to be free. They don't want them to enjoy basic necessity of life. They keep manipulating them. My people, time has come and they have been exposed and they don't like it. They don't. They don't like it. They don't like it. So my people, please, Nigeria needs to change, and this whatever Nigerian system needs to be abolished. The North for once should speak the truth. Do you let your children go hungry with no food in their tummy? Why do you do it to other people's children? It's not fair. It's not right. It's criminality because you are manipulating them to use them for your own selfish gain and purposes. Even what they don't want to do because they are hungry and they must just comply. They just have to do it because they don't know where their next meal is coming from. You are their God. You have made yourself their God. Anyway, my people, what do you think? Don't forget to like us, share, subscribe. Click on the notification button so you can get all our latest news. God bless. Thanks for listening. Have a good day. Bye for now.